Now here you see, today we would be dealing with human reproduction. First we will be dealing with the male reproductive system. So in male reproductive system, first we will come across primary sex organ. Primary sex organ consists of a pair of testes, and the main primary function of this testis is production of the male gametes, that is called sperm, and production of male hormones. Now second is the secondary sex organs, or it consists of few glands, tubules. So first is epididymis. Epididymis functions for conduction of sperm. Seminal vesicle, also conduction of sperm, maintains its motility, maintains its lubrication, and Cooper's gland, also male accessory glands that helps in the secretion of certain lubricants inside the semen. And the third is the duct. Now what are the ducts that is mentioned here? First is the vas deferens. Second is the urinogenital duct. Why it is urinogenital? Because this urinogenital duct consists of a common passage for the passage of urine as well as the semen, and then comes the external genitalia or the ejaculatory duct, that is known as the penis. So what is testis actually? Because testis is actually, they are a pair of oval shaped glands that is located in the scrotum. Now what is the position of this testis? It is extra abdominal. That means it is found outside the body. And why it is extra abdominal? Because for the process of spermatogenesis, it requires a temperature that is 2 degrees below the body temperature. Okay, now here you see, it's a rough diagram. You see, this is basically the known as scrotum. In the scrotum, you see these are oval shaped bodies, that is known as the testis. The outer covering of the testis, it is made up of tunica abrogynia, and here you find two canals that it conducts to the abdominal cavity, and here this structure, outside the structure, that is a cavity that is known as the hydrocele, and that is generally filled up with certain kind of fluid and gives the attachment center for the testis. Now here you see, it is another tissue you find that is known as Guber's muscular tissues. Okay, so this is a gross structure. Now here you see, basically if you see the diagram here you see this. If you take it as a testis, you find a coiled tubule that is known as the epididymis, and that epididymis rounds and comes here through the ejaculatory duct, and this portion goes to the abdomen, and where you find the Cooper's gland. So if you see the pathway of the sperm, first the sperm that is formed in the testis goes to the vasa efferentia. From the vasa efferentia, it goes to the epididymis, and from the epididymis, it goes to the ejaculatory duct. Now here you see, again in this diagram, we have got a TS, a transverse section of the scrotum sac. Now here if you see this diagram, this is the outside diagram, and here the outside diagram, outside shell, it is known as a tunica vaginalis. Now tunica vaginalis is actually a protective layer of the scrotal sac. Within that layer you have a second layer of tissue that is known as the tunica albuginea. Now this tunica layer has got infolding. You see the tissues are rather folded within the sac-like structure. So this infolding produces a septa that is known as a testicular septa. In each scrotum there are 200 to 300 such septum, and inside that you see these coiled structures. These coiled structures are known as the seminiferous tubule. These seminiferous tubule, there are near about 900 in total. Okay, now these seminiferous coil structure, you see initially they are coiled and later on they form a straight tubular structure. So this straight tubular structure joins to form a main tubule like structure. So that inside the scrotum is known as rete testis, and when it comes out, these multiple tubule join together to form the vasa efferentia, which later forms the epididymis. Okay, now here in this section, if you cut a section of this tubule, you will find these type of scattered tubules there, and each tubule is lined by a germinal epithelium layer. They are cuboidal cells. Within that you have pyramidal cells. Now these pyramidal cells are known as the nurse cell. Okay, and these are actually the seminiferous tubule. These are Sertoli cells or nurse cells, and in between these tubules you find round circular cells, that is known as a interstitial cells, or they are known as Leydig cells, and these Leydig cells, they are the function for the secretion of the male hormone testosterone. So these Leydig cells of interstitial cells of Leydig, they have the function of secreting the male hormone that is known as testosterone, and Sertoli cell provides nourishment, and this is the germinal layer, and this they produce the sperm cells through meiosis, and spermatogenesis actually happens here through this germinal epithelium layer, and this is the starting place of spermatogenesis, and it is actually a TS of these tubule structure.